Thank you for being there. Thank you for taking time today
Oh, it's my pleasure.
The first question we have for you is if you could share a story, an impact story, or where you, in your life, where you felt you pushed through, maybe faced some adversity or took yourself to the next level, and how that story has led to your personal or professional success.
When I came to US, I came to participate and attend upper level education. I was working 4 or 5 shifts and going to school and very committed to both. And one of the things that one of my roommates told me was, why are you so committed and have such a great level of conviction? Nobody really is going to give an immigrant a chance in corporate America. You are not like the rest of them. Look at you, you're an immigrant. You just landed here, right? So it was like, give up your dreams and go open up some business. His perspective was a pizza shop. Not that there's anything wrong with that. However, when you think about pushing through and not giving up on your dreams and having conviction around it, that story really sticks with me, that nobody is going to give you a chance. What has fueled me to stay focused and be a servant's leader actually is tied to my parents, right? The idea of wanting to make sure that you are living your life the way you were taught to live it by your best role models. Because people ask CEOs, who was the most important mentor in your life? And I tell them, I had the front seat to 2 amazing people, my mom and my dad. And when I have talked about servant leadership, people say, well, where did you come up with this whole servant leadership thing? And, you know, which book did you read? Or, you know, some people actually have told me that it has a religious type of element to it. And I have respectfully disagreed with them. I said, there's an element of spirituality tied to servant leadership because it's a privilege to lead. It is not a right to lead. And a spirituality element of it is the personal commitment that you have to make to others, where there are times where everybody else should come before you, and there's an element of selflessness to it, right?
Yes.
So I saw that firsthand with my dad, and its power. You know, he was a senior military officer, and the way he treated the men and women he worked with was very amazing. He was firm, he was deliberate, yet highly respectful. The way my mom led as her own person versus her identity being tied to her husband. Just think about, 45 years ago. I was raised to respond to a higher calling, be part of something that is bigger than myself, because that's the way my dad lived his life. And my mother does live her life. To this day, there are people in your life who inspire you. You don't have to look far. It can be right in your own house.
Mehran, what would you say are part of our book is to have our readers have daily things that they do, habits or routines that also help them, push them, personally or professionally, do you have some daily routines or habits that help you?
Every Sunday morning, before everybody else wakes up in my house, I wake up, I put a pot of coffee on, and especially when my kids were younger, that was a quiet time. I would get up and literally reflect on the week that I just finished, and also reflect on the week in front of me. Those reflections were tied to the things that I need to do more of and the things that I need to do less of. And the way I have gone about doing that for the past 25 years, right, has been what I learned from a mentor, where his perspective was, 7 C's of leadership. So I use 7 C's of leadership in doing a personal assessment on a weekly basis. And I've been doing it for 25 years. And those 7 C's are comprehension, competencies, confidence, courage, conviction, communication, and character. If you're committed to this, that is a very eye-opening process from my point of view.
Awesome. Yeah. What would be a message from you to help even non-athletes, non-corporate leaders to the next level of whatever it is they're doing?
Own your dreams. If your dreams are not scaring the hell out of you, they're not big enough.
Yep.
That can apply to your personal life. It can apply to your professional lives. What is life without dreams?